Hi, I am Manish Singhal. I have been a technology entrepreneur as well as an angel investor. Now I am launching a fund called piVentures, which is focused on machine learning and IoT. Okay, one of the questions is how do you approach investors? I think the best way to approach investors is through references. That builds credibility for you to go and talk to the investor. Investment is a relationship game actually, so you need to work with them, get them excited about your story, sort of build a relationship, and then investments will follow. Yes, it's a very good question. IoT is actually a lot more about getting things done, discovering dark data, which a business is willing to pay for. It adds value to them, it adds value to their bottom line. A startup ecosystem in India currently at a place where, three things are coming together. There is a lot of support from the ecosystem, not just from the government. Talent is coming together. There are a lot of people available to work in startups. It's no longer a taboo to work in startup. Lastly, the most important point, businesses are willing to actually work with startups in India and buy their solutions. Yeah, so it is a great time to be an entrepreneur. A good team is more important than an experienced team. So I would say it's not so much about experience, but definitely team would help. A good team is which can work together very well and also somewhat differentiates in terms of capability. So go and work with your people who know you, people around you who will willing to support you. So don't give up on it. Talk to people around. You never know. It is obviously tough, you build something from the heart and you have to leave it. But you know what, life always gives you better. I'm very happy where I am and doing good things. So yeah, it felt bad for some time, but now I'm over it, looking forward to the future. Probably the one thing I would say is what's your mission of your startup, right? And how you're tracking it. So if you want to be the best video conferencing system in the world, then are you doing that? If you let's say supply the freshest fruit in the town, are you doing that? So what's your mission? How are you tracking it? One of the things we look for is whether they're solving a real problem, and if so, how are they solving? What is their unique? And of course, the biggest thing is the team, right? Because your idea can change, your product can change. Typically, the team remains the same. So team has to be a rock star team. AI is actually a very broad field. It basically means how do you make computers think like humans. So for example, if you're preparing for an exam, an AI engine can detect your capabilities and throw you different questions to solve than somebody else, right? So it can be personal. And therefore there is an application in every field, in education as well.
One thing, is funding really important? Can we build companies without funding?
No, actually a lot of companies have been built without funding. When I say funding, equity investor funding. Yeah, funding, it could come from your customers, right? People buying your product and therefore paying you. So there have been cases where bootstrap ventures have done very well. A couple of examples from India like Wingify by Paras Chopra and I think Fusion Charts by Pallav Nadani. Thanks for listening patiently to me. If you have more questions, please reach out to my Twitter handle Manish_Sahi.